Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for quarter 3 of 2023. This is for July through September. We're just going to see what comes up for you. You have this Ram card. It says a stubborn, aggressive person. You have this Knot card. It says unsuccessful plans. So clearly, this could have been like some sort of separation or something that you dealt with a person. And, there could have been unsuccessful plans with that person. So I definitely do feel that here. I feel like this person was super distracted. So if it's a person, this had to do with distraction. I feel like they will always be distracted for the rest of their life. So there you go. Not even worth bothering with, right? I also feel for some of you that you need to kind of like put some... I feel like you need to put some distractions behind you, or, these, like, if you have had unsuccessful plans, it's almost like they're just distracting you. Because I really see you, like, building a lot of success here, Sagittarius, but I also feel like if you're always worrying about the things that aren't working, then it's going to be very distracting. I feel super distracted on this card. I will just tell you how I am feeling. I feel super distracted on this Seven of Cups. So, I would... And I don't normally feel like that with the Seven of Cups. So I would be careful of that Seven of Cups energy. It just doesn't, I just don't like it in your reading. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it or anything like that. I feel like it's super distracting. I feel like it's getting in the way. And again, I feel like it's something from the past. This reading actually looks freaking amazing for you. I love this card right here. This Poise card. It says you're kind of in a position where you're about to be very successful or find a lot of success in your life. You're kind of being lifted up on a pedestal. So I feel like saying, like, now is your time here, Sagittarius. That's, like, what I feel. And I kind of feel like you're on this, like, beginning where it's, like, your time to shine, or it's, your time to step into this, amazing energy. So that's what I feel for you here with the Page of Wands. But it's kind of funny because you have, like, this guy right here. It's like the Page of Wands, he's ready. And then the Page of Swords is, like, standing in your way. He's got his sword up. He's like, you're not going this way. So it's like, it's going to be interesting to see what exactly is in the way? What is standing in your way? What is preventing you from moving forward? Or is it just like an immature energy, an immature person that's standing in your way, or something like that? You have the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Queen of Pentacles is about resourcefulness. So you could be like trying to figure out how to get your resources together so that you can accomplish a Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is building, leaving a legacy. It's like everything you want and desire in life. I always say that pretty much every single person gets the Ten of Pentacles. We have a lot of energy in Taurus right now, and especially Uranus in Taurus is an energy of building and leaving a legacy. So, that's why everybody is so focused on building, leaving a legacy, as I said. So, it doesn't really surprise me. As I always say, again, this isn't something that you just do overnight. This is something that takes time, that you have to build for the rest of your life. You will be, regardless of the size of your legacy, we all leave something, when we leave the earth. So it's like, it doesn't matter, but it can be super impactful or not. It's, up to you. You have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is, of course, distracting me. So I feel super distracted with the Seven of Cups. I would be careful of distractions. I would also be careful of the distraction of your past is what I'm getting. I do not think that's a person necessarily. I feel for a lot of you, it could be, sometimes it can be super distracting if we're trying to start a business, for example, and then but we're always thinking about the past failures, the things that didn't work. If you're working on a business right now and there are things that aren't working, you could be like thinking about the things that aren't working, and it could be super distracting. So, definitely something I would pay attention to here with this energy. With the Page of Wands, sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me, Sagittarius. You have the Health card. This card is a card of like needing to be healthy, which I definitely feel you need to be healthy at this time. I feel like you need to protect your health. I feel like there are things that, and what I will say is that every single person has had something about health in these readings for this quarter. So, clearly it's a quarter where the universe wants us to focus on being healthy, or, whatever that means for you. So I would make sure you're doing things to stay healthy. And because mostly only for the reason that everyone has. With the Page of Pentacles, you have this Devotion card. How cute is this? I love this card. It's like there's a bird with a dead bird right here. So it's like you could be attracting a person in love. And there's definitely love here. We'll talk about it in a minute. But you could be attracting someone who's like really till death do us part, someone who really wants to kind of be in your life. So there's this cute little dead bird here. And like I said, how cute is that? There you go. With the Seven of Cups, you have this fortune card. Yes, it's like, that Seven of Cups is standing in the way of great fortune for you. And I feel like this is going to be very easily overcome. So, I wouldn't worry about this stuff, but it just like, I would just cut out the past distractions and keep focusing forward, focus on the future. I don't even think it's about like focus. It's not like living in the future. It's more about focusing on what you're going to do next or something like that is popping into my head. But I do feel there are clearly, blessings and great fortunes coming in for you. The Hierophant's making this symbol with his hands. And again, I'll show you in a minute, but that symbol, it represents blessings. So I do feel there are blessings coming in for you. Next, in the area of what you need to hear right now, you have this moth spirit and it says surrender now. You have the seahorse spirit, says watch and wait. I feel like you need to surrender to like not trying to control things too much, It's like in business. It's like we can't control whether something's going to be successful or failure. In work, in all areas of our life, we really have no control over anything. That's the secret of life. You could get hit by a bus tomorrow. So it's like we have no control over anything. And it's like I think once we realize that, it actually can set you free, because then you don't try to like force things to happen. You don't try to make things perfect when you realize that nothing is perfect. So I kind of get this energy of release going on here and needing to release something. You have the Page of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. I really don't like this guy right here in your reading. I don't mind the Page of Swords. Or sorry, I don't know what I said. I might have said Page of Pentacles, but I don't mind the Page of Swords. To me, it's like not that bad of a card. I think it's okay. To me, it's a really good card of like being a detective. So if you're interested in learning something, Page of Swords can be an amazing card because it says if you are a detective, if you really research something, you will be very successful. But for some reason, I feel like the Page of Swords is standing in your way. It could be needing to learn something because you have the Hierophant here. So, I would call this a knowledge gap. Like if you're trying to be successful in business or in your love life, and if you're not finding success, this could say that doing research, learning as much as you can with the Hierophant is the thing that will make you successful. And the other reason I say this is because you have the Ten of Pentacles. Believe it or not, the Ten of Pentacles can be a card of hidden or secret information. There's like a little known way to read the Ten of Pentacles where the Ten of Pentacles can represent a person or something that has unlikely information or information that you don't expect, because this old guy right here, he can represent a beggar. He can represent someone who has something to offer where you don't think they have anything to offer. So, it's kind of like, again, a little known meaning of the Ten of Pentacles where he's a beggar coming to this family with a gift and he's bringing them a gift. So he represents someone who has nothing to offer, who is bringing a gift, who has something to offer. So I always say with the Ten of Pentacles that it can represent learning as much as you can about something, or like really doing your research. It's kind of hard to describe because the information isn't secret. You just have to do your research. If you're like trying to build a business or anything else, I really feel that doing your research is going to be very important. Also, this could just be great fortunes coming in for you. You have that fortune card. You have this card to the Hierophant. Definitely some blessings coming in for you. And you also have the Page of Pentacles. If you're attracting love, I do feel there could be a new person coming in for you. I definitely feel Earth energy here, or Libra is standing out to me for some reason. But going this way, Page of Pentacles to the Four Wands, it literally could be a person who wants to marry you. So I see like marriage potential here. And again, it wouldn't surprise me if it was an Earth sign. You have Virgo, Taurus showing up here. You have Virgo twice, actually. So let's see what's going on here. Again, I still feel distracted by that Seven of Cups, just so you know. It's still calling out to me. With the Page of Swords, you have this empathy card here. Some of you could be distracted by a past situation with a person where you feel like the person had no empathy. Like maybe you feel like they just threw you away like a piece of trash, right? And so, it's kind of weird because I have this feeling that, if you went through a breakup in the recent past, let's say over like the last 2 years, it's almost as if this person acted completely different at the end. Like, literally from one day to the other. It's like I have this feeling of, someone, if I put myself in your shoes, I have this feeling of someone breaking up with me and it's like they're a completely different person, like one day to the next. And like the day before the breakup and then the day of the breakup, that it's like that day they're completely different. They treat you different, almost like they just threw you away. And it's like really like I feel a shock to the system. I hope, again, I hope that makes sense. Although I hope it doesn't, because I hope most of you never go through that. But, it's almost like a shock to the system. Like someone really shocked you by changing who they were, and it's almost like they had no empathy. But this could also be the thing that's holding you back. So, some of you, maybe you need to heal the situation in your own mind, or, whatever you got to do, I would do it. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have this innovation card. Yes, new ideas. Everything, again, every single reading I do is all about new ideas because, I don't know, just because it is. It's something that I preach about all the time because of Pluto and Aquarius. It's not in Aquarius right now, but it will be next year, or like at the end of this year. And what I would say is that any new ideas, any innovative ideas you have will lead to a lot of success. I'm like a big fan of innovation, new ideas, new things right now. And, that's pretty much all I focus on. I'm constantly focusing on like new things, trying new things. I feel like that's where the most success will be. With the Page of Pentacles, you have this romance card. I knew that was love. I knew that Page of Pentacles obviously would be love because of this. It definitely could be a Taurus, or just an Earth sign in general. This card is Venus in Taurus. So, like I said, it could be someone who has like Venus Earth sign or something like that in an Earth sign or something along those lines as well. But I definitely feel like there's a true love connection coming in for you. Next, you have this pregnancy and wealth card and this wolf card that says cunning and stealth on it. It's kind of weird. Everybody has had these cards of pregnancy and like the Empress. You don't have the Empress, but, I would be careful if you're not trying to get pregnant. Obviously, if you can't get pregnant, this message isn't for you. So take what resonates, leave the rest. But I also feel that there could be wealth. Like you are trying to build wealth. I feel like a lot of you are just trying to build wealth, plain and simple. I feel like you are trying to build more success, more stability in your life. It's like you really want to do something for the generations. I really feel that for you, Sagittarius, where some of you are feeling very expansive, like you really want to do something very important in your life. And I'm encouraging you to go for it because I feel like you will be very successful. You have the Hierophant, the Hangman, and the Four of Wands. Again, some of you maybe have been waiting to get married or waiting for marriage or hoping to get married. So, you have that Hangman, which is like waiting, and you have the Four of Wands and the Hierophant, like literally waiting for marriage. But there could be a person coming in for you that you will clearly marry. And like I said, it would not surprise me if it was an Earth sign. The Hierophant is also a blessing. So I do feel like there are a lot of blessings coming in for you with the Hierophant, and I feel like you need to kind of, pay attention to things that are trying to bless you and really let go of the things that have hurt you. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that, again, that Seven of Cups, it's like these past distractions, like, oh, this idea didn't work in my business, so I'm a failure. It's like, no, I really feel the whole entire reading is saying, focus forward, focus on things that are working. You have the Hangman here. There's some sort of enlightenment that you're gaining. His head is glowing. The whole point of the Hangman is that he has put himself in Hangman mode, so that he can gain enlightenment, so that he can find some answers. And I almost feel like you are finding some inner answers. I even think that some of you, again, if you had this past person who did you dirty, right? Even if it happened years ago, I feel like it's like you're gaining empathy for their situation because, I don't know, I feel like that's like a real sign of maturity. When someone can do you dirty and then you can look at the situation and you can say, well, maybe it's because of past trauma that they had or whatever. It's almost like when you reach that place of forgiveness, that's where you truly grow. So, I'm not saying you're forgiving this person for what they did, but you could be forgiving the situation. And again, that could be leading to a lot of like spiritual growth as well. You have the Four of Wands, so again, marriage. Four of Wands is also a card of freedom. So a lot of you could be feeling set free or you are being set free at this time of your life. And I love this for you here, Sag. Really, really good energy. A lot of luck. Like, I feel very lucky on that Four of Wands, so you could feel like you're getting a lucky break at this time as well. With the Hierophant, you have this inheritance card, literally building, leaving a legacy. Everything I was saying right here. Having an inheritance is a legacy. But I don't, some of you could be receiving an inheritance, but I really feel that this is you. It's like you're building something very important in your life. It could be a business. It could just be the person that you are. It could be whatever. It's like you're building something here that's going to be important. With the Hangman, you have this order card. Nothing's going to be perfect. Even going this way, a lot of Virgo energy in this reading. So I would be careful of like needing things to be perfect or in a perfect order before you get started. I would just get started. We're in a messy time, so don't try to be perfect. With the Four of Wands, you have the Submission card. This is a card that reminds me of the Eight of Swords. Like there's a bird in here and the cage door is open. The bird could easily escape the cage. So for a lot of you, freedom is yours with this Four of Wands. It's card of freedom. This is a card that says set yourself free. And so I really feel you could be setting yourself free in a big way. And it's much easier than you think. Again, I think the challenge is the focus on the Seven of Cups, the focus on what didn't work. So literally the second you change your focus to what is working, I know it sounds simple, but it's free. Try it. So it doesn't cost any money to do it, right? The second you do it, I think you're going to be set free. Finally, in the area of the good stuff, you have this building blocks card and this poised card. I love both of these cards. I mean, the building blocks card is like building up towards success. The poised card just says you're ready. Like you are ready to be lifted up on this pedestal. And I feel like you are ready for a lot of success, Sag. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Hermit here. Again, it doesn't matter what shows up here. It's going to be good no matter what. Anything you can do to, work with other people or to get the help of other people, I feel will be very beneficial for you. Three of Pentacles is, a card of teamwork, but it's also a card of following a plan. And again, if you have a business specifically or a side hustle or something, I feel like education, learning, or just coming up with a better plan would be a really good idea for you with the Three of Pentacles because, it just would. Like, I mean, I can give you a million examples, and, this YouTube channel being one of them. It's like literally when my channel was stuck for years, there were people who started 3 years after me that had 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, and I was like stuck at 34, 40,000, something like that for a long time. And like literally all I did is every single day I started working on one new thing on the channel for the set of videos that I did for that day. And every single day I would go watch some expert on YouTube who talks about YouTube, and I would like find one thing that they taught to like improve upon your channel, and I would just do that for free. But like blows my mind that it's free, and I've been able to grow this channel to what it's at right now just with free information. So I always tell people, you don't have to pay for a damn thing, right? Just go research some sort of problem that you have. That can be teamwork. Just learning from another person is teamwork, believe it or not. So if you have a problem in your life, go research it. There's a billion people on YouTube talking about the same thing. So find one that you like. Find one thing every single day to work on and work on it. It will change your life. This could be in books as well. There's a billion books about every freaking problem that exists. Go read one and solve a problem. That's what kind of like what I'm getting here. I know it sounds obvious and I know it's not sexy, but if you do it, your life will change. I promise you. It happened to me in multiple areas of my life, so I'm living proof. You have this Two of Swords here. Again, it's like you're making some sort of decision. I also feel like you're not settling anymore. It's like you're not willing to sit where you are. I feel like you are making changes in your life pretty simple. You also have the Hermit. I feel like the Hermit could be a person, could be an earth sign. It could be a hermit, literally. You could be, like, I feel like you could be attracting, like, a homebody type of person. The funny thing is, I feel like this person is, or I feel like you're opposites. It's like you might like to go out and have fun. They might like to stay home and just do nothing. But I feel like the two of you, it's like maybe it just works because maybe you help break them out of their shell. Maybe they chill you out or something like that. And, I feel like it just works, whatever it is. Definitely heavy earth energy here, so it would not surprise me if it was an earth sign, but take it how it resonates. Could be any sign. But let's see where this is going, Sag. With the Three of Pentacles, you have this friendship card. Definitely could be meeting this person through friends. It seems to be a time where we definitely should be socializing and definitely could be meeting a person through friends. So, anything you can do to socialize, meet people through other people, I think that would all be just, an amazing idea. I feel like that's where you're going to find someone if you want love. With the Two of Swords, you have the Riches card. Tons of abundance coming in for you. We see that throughout the whole entire reading. I'm not saying you're going to be rich overnight, but, probably if you put the work in, if you do what I said, like one improvement every single day, you will get there a lot faster than you think. So, start making those 1% improvements here. With the Hermit, you have the Independence card. Yeah, you could be attracting someone very independent. A lot of people have had this. It's kind of weird. Pretty much every single sign. I don't know. It could just be the energy. Sometimes I think we're, I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes I think we're more attracted to a certain type than, like, at certain times, right? Like, based off the energy. And it seems to me like everybody's, like, attracting very independent energy. You might also be independent. So it's like two people who don't want each other, but need, or who don't need each other, but want each other. That's obviously a much better connection. So it could just be a good connection. You have this faux card. Everybody's had something weird like this as well. I would definitely be careful of people you don't trust. Like, if someone doesn't pass the sniff test, gone. Don't even question it. Don't think you're being mean or something like that. If something doesn't feel right with a person, or, if you meet a person, if you're interacting with a person in public, whatever, you need to trust that. Everybody's had something like this. So, definitely. You have this service card. I really feel like you're being rewarded because you are being of service. It's like you're doing good things. And especially if you're doing good things for other people or to inspire people, I feel this is bringing a lot of success into your life, a lot of happiness as well. Next, you have this letter. It definitely could be communication from a person coming in for you. I feel like someone wants to communicate with you here. This romance card, it always reminds me of the Two of Cups. Like, they're kind of dressed similar to the Two of Cups, and I feel like there could be a person who wants to communicate with you here. So there you go. You have this consolation card. It's like a consolation prize, but I feel like you are receiving, it's like the universe sees the hard work you've done. I really get this distracted Seven of Cups energy like we've been talking about this whole entire time. It's almost like you feel like the universe isn't on your side, or maybe you have been feeling that way, like the universe isn't supporting you or whatever. But I actually feel like the universe is supporting you. So, or is about to give you some sort of boost. So if things have been slow or you haven't been seeing results, it's like you're going to get a result. Finally, you have the soldier card. This soldier card is about being disciplined, and you have this order card as well. Where was it? It was like right here. So you have this order card. I do feel like, again, like if you are not reaching the levels of success you would like, do what I said, the 1% improvements. But I would also say, it might be a good time for you to look at what other people are doing. Again, don't compare yourself to anyone, but, if you have a business or a career, it's like maybe mimicking success or, following a certain order. It might be a good thing for you to look into, just to see what works and see what doesn't. But really good reading here, Sag. I like where this is going. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your quarter.